appreciate it, Katie. You got to think there's going to be some adjustments defensively. Gets the rebound. No one stops her. Blocked. Behind the three-point line. You can count it.
Last year to this year is her ability to stay patient and pass out of doubles and triples.
The hezzy and pull. That's her game. Watkins looking for something. Keeps the dribble alive somehow. The boys. 2 threes. Was part of what she wanted to do. But I'm sure a pivot may be coming. Watkins. That's for 3.
Points for Miami. Both of these teams are elite defensively.
Again, Juju Watkins.
13 minutes of this game. UCLA very uncomfortable on the offensive end.
They go back to Watkins. She's getting everything in the bag. Needs to move the basketball. Watkins just too much space.
It's almost like USC has 6 players on the floor. Like there is no opening for UCLA.
Watkins all the way. And a minute to go here in the second. You see the clear out again for Watkins. She just elevates and cashes in. Come on. No, that's great stuff, Katie. I also love when Juju said she was a California basketball enthusiast. Putting on for the city, putting on for the Trojans tonight. Watkins calls it down. Transition, it's her game. Dump down to the freshman. 2 down, area fan. Little handoff to Hopkins. Met at the rim by Watkins. Hear the crowd. I was staying.
Yeah, bro. Remember that name. Juju Watkins.
Yes, sir.
Juju Watkins. Remember the name. Remember the name.
That young lady, she's the baddest thing I've seen since Cheryl Miller at USC.
Bro.
She took a ball. And Juju got game.
I'm telling you, man, it's going to be like, for real, like, for once, maybe last year as well. But March Madness is coming up. And March Madness is coming. Everybody's going to be talking about the women instead of the men. They're going to be talking about the women. You know, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Jeff Fox Show. Jenny Jones is kind enough to join us.
Jenny Jones is having technical difficulties.
Yeah, you have technical difficulties over there.
Yeah.
Jenny spent her weekend hanging out with superheroes and stuff.
Oh.
I'm going to come out, and then I'm going to come back in, and we'll try it again. Okay.
All right. No problem. We'll bring you back. And yeah, man. But I'm telling you, man. Juju Watkins is going to be the dominant name, I think, in women's pro sports. I think she's the next Michael Jordan as far as in women's basketball. She will be bigger than Caitlin Clark.
No doubt.
The only reason she won't be if she does not get bigger is because, you know, the media. You know what I mean? That part. But she is the best basketball player I have ever seen, women's basketball player, ever. That's saying a lot because I've seen Maya Moore, I've seen Cheryl Miller, I've seen Candace Parker. She's better than all of them. She's better than all of them. She's a sophomore.
She bad.
Yeah,
she bad. But that statement you said about Clark, because the guys I kept saying, "Oh, she's the greatest shooter I've ever seen." I said, "Man, don't you remember all these other ball players that played before her?" And I'm not taking nothing from Caitlin Clark, but Juju Watkins in that market, and she's at a big time school, and she putting up numbers, and she plays like Diana Taurasi. You remember that kind of handle she used to have at UConn? She used to come down and boom, boom, boom. And what you said earlier too, the women's game, what they're doing differently than the men. We have a text about this. They're building brands in the ladies' game where the young ladies are staying. I think the NIL, if they can keep the college ball players, because Jeff, name me who's the best basketball player in college basketball. You take the kid away from Duke. I looked at like the mock draft. I didn't know any of those guys, and I think I'm pretty knowledgeable about sports,
Yep.
man. Like, who are these guys?
I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know any of those guys. I don't. I know Cooper Flag.
That's
I
it.
know. I know the kid from Baylor, VJ Edgecombe, only because he's from the Bahamas.
Okay,
And that's about it.
that's it.
You know, I mean, they got all these SEC teams in college basketball at the top of the heap, which is good. You know, we just had Auburn versus Alabama, the Iron Bowl on the basketball court.
The apocalypse is upon us.
Yeah.
When the SEC is leading in basketball and the Big Ten is doing football, the apocalypse. Get your rosary beads and your crosses.
Yeah, it's a big time, isn't it? For real.
But yeah, I think again, the college basketball's got some work to do. They the G League and the internationals just wiped away some of the players. And I remember how Jeff, when you and I grew up, we used to watch. We knew if a guy was coming from Virginia, North Carolina, he was a star. We saw him 2, 3, 4 years, and we were waiting what team he's going to go to make an impact. These young guys can't make an impact. If one of these guys go to the hoop, let's say Cooper Flag, he goes to the Heat. Is he going to be the best player in the Heat?
No. No.
Second best?
No. No. I mean, rookies don't have that type of an impact anymore. When we were coming up, you know, we saw, and think about this, legendary college programs. You had 40 minutes of hell in Arkansas.
Yes, sir.
Nolan Richardson. Remember those teams?
Yes, sir.
Those great Louisville teams under Denny Crum. They had Never Nervous Purvis.
Yep. Billy Thompson, Milt Wagner, they were stacked.
Darryl Griffith.
Yeah, Darryl Griffith, the Dr. Duncanstein.
Yes, sir. You knew these guys. The great UNLV teams with Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon and Greg Anthony and all those guys. You know, the great Michigan teams, the great Duke teams. Great Maryland team.
Don't forget North Carolina. Don't forget Carolina with Jordan and Jimmy Black and Worthy and Perkins. They were stacked. And then, Len Bias at Maryland. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man.
He's the best basketball player I ever saw. Better than Jordan at the time. At the time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't disrespect Jordan with that right now. But in college, I thought Len Bias was better.
As good. He was as good. That's good.
Yeah. You know, it's not the same. And I don't know what they can do about it. I don't know what they can do as far as bringing
NIL.
You know, NIL.
NIL to keep them. Got to keep them in school. NIL, pay them. Pay them to build a brand. Because, Jeff, think about this.
Tried, bro.
Yeah. The 2-time player of the year in college basketball, Zach Edey, won 2 years in a row. I bet you half our fans couldn't tell us what team he's on.
He's kind of terrible. He's kind of terrible, man. For real. He plays for the Grizzlies. He's like big for nothing. Like,
I'll take Khalil Ware over him.
Me too. He was the 2-time college player.
2-time.
Wow.
I think he's doing like 8.7 rebounds a game, somewhere 9 or 7. Come on, man.
Yeah. I don't know what's happened to college basketball, but the fellas, they better get their stuff together because the women are coming. Women's college basketball right now is box office. Is better than the men.
They have
stars.
They have stars. They can sell the games, Jeff. Yeah. Right now, that Auburn Alabama game, 1-2.
Nobody was watching.
What are they selling? What player?
Yeah. Nobody was watching. Nobody was watching. At least outside of the SEC. I wasn't trying to watch that game. I didn't go rushing to the TV. Let me tell you, bro, in the old days when North Carolina played Duke,
Ooh,
that's must see
yeah,
TV.
must see. Yeah.
Our good friend Kenny Anderson played at Georgia Tech. Remember them? Lethal
Oh
Weapon?
yeah. Dennis Scott. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
good
and
team.
Brian Oliver.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna bring Kenny back on the show to talk some hoops. We're also gonna bring Tim Hardaway, who's
Ooh,
been
Mr. Crossover.
yeah, Timmy Two Step.
Yeah.
Timmy on the show, talk some hoops with us, and see what he thinks as the playoffs approach in the NBA. But bro, when I sit down and I reminisce about the old days of college basketball, one of my favorite teams was the UNLV team
Oh, come on, man.
with Jerry Tarkanian biting on the towel. You know, I mean, that was
Larry
college
Johnson.
basketball. The great
Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon.
Yeah.
Man.
I thought they were so good. They would mop the floor with any of these raggedy ass teams we see now playing college basketball.
Now, if our girl Jenny was on right now, when we get up online, you remember she used that the R word when UNLV played Duke.
Yeah,
they hadn't lost that year. Come on, Jay Fox. They beat Duke by 30 the year before.
Yep.
And I couldn't believe they lost to Duke. I'm like,
and superstar teams. Here's why the women's game is so interesting. UConn would dominate for years, and UConn, or then it was Tennessee, and recently LSU. You just saw South Carolina with Dawn Staley, the head coach. They got blown out yesterday by UConn. That ended a 71-game winning streak in women's college basketball.
Yeah.
One time ago, Fitz, when you talked about women's hoops on the radio, you would get like jokes and people would laugh at you like, bro, like, what are y'all doing? Like, nobody cares. But now they care. They care. You can give credit to Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. They even got this women's league down here in Miami called Unrivaled. They're doing some pretty cool stuff. They just had a 1-on-1 tournament, which I think the NBA needs to look at, a 1-on-1 tournament. Kyrie Irving came out and said, you know what, I would play in that. They did a 1-on-1 tournament. That would be very interesting. But what they're doing right now, the women are dominating, and they will dominate. You'll see when March rolls around, and we have March Madness. It's all about women's hoops right now.
And Jeff, I have to say, from what I've witnessed over the past decade, the ascent of women's basketball has coincided with the descent of men's college basketball. Yeah. You just said it. They just played 1 versus 2. And you and I couldn't name 3 ball players on Alabama and Auburn. Yeah. You would have North Carolina playing Duke or Virginia or North Carolina playing Kentucky. They'd like 9, 10 NBA dudes on the court at one time.
Yep.
Vegas would play. Vegas played Arkansas. You're looking at 7, 8 first-round draft picks. We know them.
Yeah.
And that's what they've lost today is the identity and the star brand in college men's basketball. But the women have the star brand. And I think
I'm curious to hear your opinion on this. How did that happen? How did that happen? Where did the superstars in college hoops go? Where's the Pearl Washingtons?
The one and done.
Yeah.
The one and done started it. And I first, let me take it back. The high school, getting drafted out of high school was the beginning. We lost Kobe, Kevin Garnett, straight into they went straight into pro. Then a one and done. And so much of the one and done has it's watered down college basketball. Just 2 years ago, Miami was at the Final Four. I went to go see it. But Jeff, you had Florida Atlantic, Miami, San Diego State, and UConn. We wouldn't even fathom those 3 teams in there with UConn 12, 14 years ago. No way.
Nope.
No way. But the game's watered down. They've got to find a way to keep the stars. And that's why I said the NIL might be the way college basketball can start building men's brands again. Pay them to stay. Pay them.
I would watch if I knew who these damn players was. You know, it's like when you watch the game, it's like, who's these skinny dudes out there? You know, who's this guy? And all they do is shoot threes and brick city. Some games you watch, the score at the half is 24-22. At the half.
Jeff, you and I, we think we're pretty good sports people. Can you and I, who's the best Kentucky basketball player? University of Kentucky right now. We used to know that. We used to know that like this.
Yeah.
I can't even name. I can't name you the top North Carolina Tar Heel basketball player. The Tar Heels.
Yeah, I have no idea. No idea, bro.
None.
Yeah. We both said that at the same time. None. For real. Like, you just knew that the names rolled off your tongue. Jamal Mashburn. You know, you knew these names. You know,
yes.
Kenny Skywalker, Kentucky. You know,
J.R. Reed. We knew Vince Carter. We knew Carter. Oh, you hear about Rasheed Wallace. You hear the names.
Yep.
I mean, these guys we knew they were stars. And right now, I watched Carolina play a little bit the other day. I didn't know anybody out there. North Carolina.
Wow. J.R. Reed used to come on my show. We used to talk hoops. And I would love to find out. And that's why I mentioned Kenny Anderson, because maybe he can tell us. Like, there is zero interest, at least in this household, on men's college hoops. Like, I had a terrible weekend of watching sports. There was nothing on. The NBA All-Star Game did not interest me. And that's why I started the show with Juju, because I think she will be the next big thing in men's or women's college basketball. She will be.
Hey, Jenny.
You ought to love that. Hey, good morning, Jenny.
Hey.
What up, man?
Glasses.
You know, life is rough. Life is rough.
Nah, you look like you're doing good over there. Like, you done moved from the outhouse to the penthouse.
You know, I gotta be like the Jeffersons, moving on up.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, we were just talking some hoops here about Juju, our girl, Juju Watkins.
Yeah.
I would rock a Juju jersey right now. That's how much of a fan that I am of hers. I like her. I like her. Phenomenal. She's phenomenal.
I like how her parents are involved, you know, like taking her, you know, to the games and just making sure her hair is tight and right. I mean, you know, just little things to keep her confidence, you know, like way up here. Because like what did Deion said, when you look good, you play good.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm can't wait to go to my first WNBA game. So I need for you to make that happen.
Yo, no doubt. You know what? Juju against UCLA. UCLA was previously undefeated. And Juju dropped 38 points, 11 rebounds, 8 blocks. 8. She's a guard. 8 blocks, 5 assists, 6 out of 9 from 3-point. I mean, she is unbelievable. And for all the love that Caitlin Clark got last year, or in college basketball and in the WNBA, Juju Watkins is better right now.
She may lead her team to the national championship.
Look easy. She makes it look easy. Like effortless.
She does. I mean, she got us talking about her, you know. And once again, you know, in sports radio, you talked about women's sports, you kind of laughed at, but these athletes have earned their keep. Caitlin Clark sold out arenas all around the country in the WNBA. She got endorsement deals. the same thing needs to happen for Juju because she's young. Like, how good is she gonna be? What is her ceiling?
You know it's coming.
Hey, she's in the right market. She's in LA. She's in the Big Ten. And she's arguably the best women's basketball player. It's just her second year.
Yeah.
She's probably going to win Player of the Year. Jeff, if I was her, I'd look at going to portal just to see what's out there. I love you, USC, but I just want to see what I'm worth.
Yeah. Oh, she's gonna get the money. She's gonna get the money. She's already got endorsement deals, so she's in commercials and stuff already. She's a sophomore, and check this play out from the UCLA game.
Watkins looking for something, keeps the dribble alive somehow. The boys, 2 threes.
I mean, come on, man.
Jenny Jones, Jay Fox. Can you both wrap your mind around this? How much money Phil Knight would give her to wear an Oregon jersey for the next 2 years? She'd be in Nike heaven.
Oh, she's not going on the portal. That ain't gonna happen. She's too big of a superstar. You think they're gonna let her get away? No.
But my point is, she's worth it. Just make USC pay freight. Don't give any home discounts. She's worth it.
Yeah,
I like it.
she is. She is, and as great as she is, I think this tournament, you got great teams in college basketball, women's college basketball, not the men, women's. You got Connecticut, you got South Carolina, you got LSU, you got USC, you got UCLA. All of these teams are great. UConn, and it's going to be a hell of a tournament.
Yep.
But are we there yet for March Madness, women's March Madness to dominate like how men's March Madness dominates?
Yes.
Are we there? We there?
Yeah, because you had the whole Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark thing, and all the talking heads talking about it, and that translated from women's college basketball straight to the WNBA, and it continued. So I think the pipeline of talent.
Did we have the brackets, though? You know, like how every year the brackets is a thing. Are we, like I said, I'm asking you two, are we there yet to where we are doing the brackets like we do?
Oh, hell yeah.
For the men's.
Yeah. There's more. Fitz and I were just saying it. There's more interest in the women's game right now. Why? Because we know them. We know them. We don't know them.
Yeah, Jeff, I like that question Jenny asked. Jenny, I would say not yet for the women's brackets because I still think there's bias and stuff for guys that, the men's basketball, but the stars are in women basketball. Me and Jeff agree wholly. Yeah, they have the star. They can sell a game. Like Jenny, Jeff and I were talking before you got here. They just played 1 versus 2. And Jeff and I, for the life of us, couldn't name 3 players between both teams, Alabama and Auburn, in men's college game. Number 1 versus number 2.
Yeah, don't know.
That's where men's basketball is. But Jenny, I think if they keep the one and dones and the ladies keep having the stars like Juju, let's say she's there 2 more years from now and she's a senior, and let's say that USC team is going for like 65 in a row, Jeff, maybe 3rd title. They may be taking over. I could see something like that 2 years from now, a couple of years from now.
I mean, there's great players in women's college basketball. You got the kid Paige Beckers, UConn. She's no slouch, man. She's good. And they dominated South Carolina yesterday in Dawn State. I've never seen that. I didn't think anybody could go into that arena and smoke them like they did. They beat South Carolina by 29 on their own court. Dawn Staley and South Carolina. All right, Asia Wilson School. You know,
David Wilson.
they slapped them all around the arena on their own home court. So this tournament coming up is going to be box office, and everyone's going to want to watch it. Now, if they could get that over to the guys' side,
Mm.
you know, but something happened with men's college basketball, and I don't. You said that it's one and done, right?
One and dones. The one and dones. At first, it was you can go straight to high school, but then the one and dones for the last, really since LeBron, right? LeBron was one and done in '03. If you think about for the last 20 years, has been one and done. That's why.
I didn't even play college basketball.
No, they go to the G League, go overseas. They'll go overseas and play. And we're looking at Jenny. We were just saying Zach Edey, 2-time college basketball player of the year.
I don't know why you mentioned his name.
The big guy, 7'4". He's on Memphis, and I had to think about where he was, but I thought he's averaging like 9 points a game. 2-time college player of the year. And he's no better than Khalil Ware.
But he ain't no superstar either.
But he got the money though, didn't he? You know, when the bag has always motivated everything. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But now that the college kids are able to get paid, it's watering down. It's watering down. I hate to say watering down the games, but more so watering down the teams and the culture, what we're used to seeing in college basketball, because there was only a few that were good enough to go from high school straight to the NBA. Only a few. Your LeBrons, you know, your Kobe's. There was only a few. Now everybody, the bag is calling their name, and they're out of there.
Yeah, that's why I believe, Jenny, the NIL can help bring back up college basketball because you can pay them to stay. There's no reason to leave. You can make $1 million at Miami, $1 million at North Carolina, and you're not guaranteed to be a lottery pick. Stay with University of North Carolina. Get the money, be a star. Yeah, that the NIL can actually, I believe, help bring up college basketball because they need to stay. There's data out there about college football players. I saw this. It was very interesting, Jeff. They said in the NFL, the average years, 3.3 years is the average career. But they said the ones with college grads, 50% longer. They play 50% longer. And they also make 30% more in their career earnings.
Wow.
But so they're learning to play smarter.
Yeah, they hit the word was maturity. As they said before.
Oh, yeah.
Maturity.
Yeah, I don't know when I just kind of lost interest in college hoops. Like, I used to play like Big East Mondays on ESPN.
Yeah.
Was everything. When
Pearl
you had
Washington.
Pearl Washington and Syracuse.
Oh, Pat.
And you had the UConn teams with Ray Allen. I mean, you had superstars everywhere. Everywhere. Even the Wake Forest teams with Tim Duncan, they weren't even the best in the ACC.
Good.
You know, like something happened.
Yes.
Like, something happened. I don't think that the United States has gotten any less talented with players, because players in high school can hoop. The Boozer twins that are about to go to school, hopefully, because you never know. But they're going to be something to see. And Cooper Flagg, I heard about Cooper Flagg before he even got to Duke. But chances are, you said it, Fitz, he'll probably just be there 1 year. Imagine if he stayed in school for 4 years.
They said he's made some statements, kind of open-ended, that he could go back to Duke.
Yeah, I hope so.
$3 million.
I hope so. I mean, Vince Carter and Anton Jameson and those guys in North Carolina, they stayed in school, and they became superstars on the next level. You know, right now you got kids coming into the NBA that just don't look ready. They look like they just got out of out of high school, really, and trying to play in the NBA, and it's rough.
They're that much removed, though. Like you said, they're looking like they come out of high school, but they're that much removed. Because
very
like
thin.
you said, one and done. So they're not even really long enough to kind of get the full college experience.
Yeah.
Of sports on that level. You went from your high school, and then now you're in the college level, and then you're just shooting from this level to this level. But there's so much in between to where you learn and you grow. And then you've also got your body is still growing and developing. And then you've got to manage these new, this new body.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not all the way new, but there's caveats to it. And you've not taken the time to get to know yourself, get to know your game.
No doubt.
Because there are people out there that are you coming into college, and these people they were stars at their high school as well.
Yeah.
So level of stars and level of the game. Got to take that time.
No doubt. When we come back, I guess we got to talk about this damn All-Star game. All-Star weekend. Yeah. I guess we got to talk about it, but we'll do it briefly. All right, so we're going to hit the break, come back on the other side. This is the Jeff Fox Show with Fitz Davis and Jenny Jones. We'll be right back.
I hate you because we're from different neighborhoods.
I hate you because you look different.
I hate you because I don't understand you.
I hate you because people I know hate you.
I hate you because I think you hate me.
Because I need someone to blame.
Because you talk different.
Because you act different.
Because you're just different. Man, I hate that things are so bad that we have to do a commercial about it.
Me too.
The City of Miami Gardens presents JITG Music Fest, March 8th and 9th at the Hard Rock Stadium, starring New Edition, Tony Braxton, DJ Cassidy's Pass the Mic Live, starring Ja Rule, Fat Joe, and Remy Ma.
Just left the big house to a big
Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh. Get ready for the return of Beanie Man. Escape, Coco Jones. Ty Tribbett, Kim, True Hill, DJ Nasty's Miami House Party set featuring Uncle Luke, Dougie Fresh, Young Jock, 69 Boys, Paul Greasy, Mike Smith, Pretty Porcelain, and more to be announced. Also, a special set featuring Miss Lauryn Hill, Wyclef Jean, YG Marley, Busta Rhymes, with special guests Doechii, and many more. JITG Music Fest, March 8th and 9th at Hard Rock Stadium. Tickets at jazzinthegardens.com. Presented by the Black Promoters Collective and the City of Miami Gardens.
What up, it's the world-famous DJ Ep, Saturday Night Ride on LL Cool J Rock the Bells Radio, Sirius XM Channel 43. Now, when I break bells with them legendary artists, when they got that new joint, that exclusive new joint for me to break, I break it on LL Cool J Rock the Bells Radio on the Saturday Night Ride, all right? All you new artists, we want to hear that new stuff too. We break them over here. Yeah, holla at your boy, DJ Epps.
How do you feel tonight?
I feel good. We're ready to roll. You came in, you gave us a word of encouragement, and we're ready to roll tonight.
All right. As you can tell from Tyler's wrap up, not a lot of camera speaking in that guy's career right there.
No, we're shooting it today. We locked in. We locked in. You don't understand when you locked in.
But as he said, it was a word of encouragement, which is more than we normally get from.
Yeah. I wasn't feeling it. From what I gather, nobody was feeling All-Star Weekend. I am so relieved that we did not go. We were planning on sending a team from Remix Sports, and glad we didn't go. It's just, I didn't find it interesting. What you guys think? Did you watch?
It's on my list, so I just need the credentials, and then I'm gonna make it all of that.
Yeah, I mean,
you would enjoy the city, San Francisco. Yeah. Great city, though. Great city.
Yeah, if I go to All-Star Weekend, I'm going for the hoes. I'm just
There you go. I can't.
for real, because I
See
know
what I have to deal with, Fitz. See what I have to deal with.
I know.
Hey, Jenny, that's my dog. That's my dog.
Just like
I thought she did you.
I'm going for the hoes, man. For real. Like, yes, I'm from the strip club industry, and I know that's a big money making weekend for them. They go up there in droves. Super Bowl, All-Star Weekend is always traditionally a money making weekend for obvious reasons, and that's it. Like,
Hey Jeff, if the NBA players had their way, the All-Star game be in Atlanta, Miami, Atlanta, Miami.
Yeah, every year.
I'm sorry, Jenny.
What a terrible format. I didn't watch it, so I can't say whether the game was entertaining or not. But even the players want to see it go back to the way it used to be.
You just walked off, but what did you think of the new format?
It was my first experience, so it is what it is. It was a short, quick burst, I feel like. I still would like the East versus West setup or format better.
Yeah, me too, Tyler Hero. Me too. You know, by the way, congrats, Tyler Hero, the 3-point champion, the Miami Heat. Do it again. They always seem to win the 3-point shootout. Jason Capono. Who else? Damn, I can't even name them. But they won at least a couple of times. You know?
Well,
at least 4 or 5 times.
That to our games and winning.
Yeah. Yeah, on the court, the Heat, they're trash. They're trash on the court. I didn't even want to bring them up, but Jenny, since you mentioned it, the game before the All-Star break for the Miami Heat, they scored 8 points in the fourth quarter. 8 points in 12 minutes. For 3 quarters, they're mopping the floor with the Oklahoma City Thunder. In the fourth quarter, they forgot how to play.
8 points.
No dogs. No dogs.
No dogs.
Ain't gonna happen, man. Magic City just pointed out we have 5 3-point champions as a team, the Miami Heat. It's pretty damn good. You know, James Jones, yes. James Jones won.
James Jones?
Yeah. Capono, Tyler Hero most recently, of course, and a couple of other guys. Glenn Rice. Yeah. G-Money.
Jason Capono, that's a blast from the past. That name, he played at UCLA too. His game real similar to the guy they got right now. I'm trying to call his name with the long hair from UCLA. They drafted him. What's his name?
Akez.
Yeah.
For the Miami.
Jaime, isn't that Jason Capono part 2?
Yeah, could be. Yes, kind of a role player on the squad. Shout out to Rodney in the chat who says he's got to call out LeBron for waiting the last minute to mention he wasn't playing. Rodney is such a hater.
Yeah. Rodney be on point, though.
He'd be on point, but damn, LeBron can catch a break with this guy.
If he just telling the truth, though, why you mad?
Because I love LeBron.
So you be on LeBron's nutsack.
Jenny, for you and Rodney, he's 40 years old. He's 40.
Okay.
Okay.
He played in 20 straight All-Star games.
So when we go back to the regular games, then y'all gonna still be amazed or whatever. So which is it? Oh, he's 40. But then in the game, oh, he's 40.
I don't understand you people. Like, why? What did LeBron do to you? What did LeBron do?
I'm just commenting on the facts. That's all. I'm commenting on the facts and I'm asking questions. Why are you mad?
I'm not mad. I'm just saying, like, Rodney says another player could have had that spot.
And that's true.
Is it? Maybe his
No,
body
it's
broke
not
down.
true. He is one of the top 20 players in the league right now. He's one of the top 20 ball players. If it was East versus West, he would be on the West team, maybe not starting, but he'd be one of the top 10 players on the West. Can you name me 10 players better than him, Jenny Jones, in the Western Conference?
I'm not denying him his greatness.
You just did.
Right to be on the team. But like Rodney said, if he waits till the last minute and we can't get somebody else that was also maybe deserving,
I don't want to see nobody else. I want to see LeBron. I want to see the best.
You didn't see LeBron either. So did you get the best? Okay.
I'm just saying, like, you can't sell that. You can't sell an all-star game with I don't know, some role player playing instead of LeBron. You can't sell that. Nobody gets excited for that.
Well, was anybody excited, to your point? Before that, was anybody really excited about the All-Star game?
They like talking about the names. I think the players like seeing each other, but they don't play hard.
Yeah, they don't.
I understand that the commissioner had to go to the players and say, guys, can you play hard? But you play hard.
Just act like you can play a little defense. Just
give it down, you know.
Maybe they might have to change the schedule or something, because right about now we're in the era of load management, and people don't want to get hurt. We're at the stretch now. This is the stretch to where maybe year 7, maybe you could move up to 4, or different levels like that. So, what's the incentive? What's the incentive?
Jenny, I'm pushing back. They play less games because management has allowed them to play less games. San Antonio, no. San Antonio, you just said, well, they got load management. Well, San Antonio started sitting their big 3 years ago. Even before they beat the Heat, Tim Duncan and Tony Parker would all of a sudden not be playing. And they'd be hanging back at the Magic City Lounge. San Antonio's playing, and then they'd be in the next city. This started over a decade ago, so everybody saw.
Here's my question to you, though. Okay. Is it, when I say load management, is it the star players also putting their own self on some load management, or are we trying to say strictly it's just the teams? I do believe it's some star players are saying, I'm going to sit this one out.
Well, okay. Well, when they came, Jenny, how about this? Let me give you an example. I heard stories of my granddad talked about the outhouse. I was born with indoor plumbing. I have no concept about the outhouse. A lot of these players came into the league load management. They have no concept of playing 80 games. Yeah, so this is what they're used to. This is what they're used to. 65 games, 67 games. Same thing in baseball. The guys used to pitch 110 pitches. Now they get around 75 pitches. I'm looking at Jeff Fox. You gonna come sub me? That's what they do. It's what has transpired over time. Now I'm with you, Jenny. I wish they would play more, but it's what they're used to now, and it's our fault.
Yeah, what the game has it is what the game has evolved into.
Yes, ma'am. So, yes,
yeah. And like I said, and I get that, but what did Charles Barkley, as a former player, said? You get paid all these millions and millions of dollars to play, and if we want to see them play,
those days are gone. Those days are gone, and they're not coming back. And I don't know what it is. Athletes today are bigger, stronger, faster. Maybe it's in the food that we eat. There's all kind of stuff in our foods now that, athletes, when you look, like for the Super Bowl example, the Eagles' offensive line is 100 pounds heavier than the offensive line that played in the first Super Bowl. 100 pounds plus heavier, bigger, stronger, faster. So maybe it makes sense. Maybe it makes sense that these athletes don't play every game because they're more than likely going to get hurt.
Yeah.
You know?
Tell it to the fans that are spending their money that want to see them play, and then you decide you're not going to play that night.
Yeah, they should call it the Kawhi Leonard rule. I'm just saying. He's always out. Anthony Davis, you know?
All right.
I remember when
Don't just dump on Kawhi Leonard. He ain't the only one.
He's when I think of load management, I think of
Poster
Kawhi.
boy.
Yeah, the poster
boy. Yeah.
Yeah. And guess what team he started with? They are the poster children for load management, San Antonio Spurs. Rodney made a good point. I'm reading here. Norman Powell was deserving. Yeah, Rodney, he was deserving, but he's not what they consider a star.
Norman Powell, LeBron James.
Yeah.
Norman Powell, LeBron James.
Star.
Norman Powell
There's your answer.
played. LeBron James didn't play. Just saying.
Yeah, but
I know.
You don't take LeBron James out. LeBron's still the biggest name in NBA right now.
Well, what
Still
about
the
like
biggest
that?
Yes,
What's
that's
the reserve? What is it like the reserve position to where we were just like absolutely too late for that, to just let somebody else get a little shine.
He might have had a bad slice of pizza, Jenny, before the game. It happens.
So Fitz, you on the LeBron James nutsack too?
Yeah, especially if he was with the Heat.
It's not. Listen, it's not a LeBron James.
Yeah, I'm there, Jenny. And if he was with the Hawks, you'd be there too.
You know what? Even when I was in Atlanta, I wasn't necessarily all in with the Hawks because we just stunk it up all the time.
Yeah, if LeBron James was on the Hawks,
few key players, but yeah, I never was just all in with the Hawks. Never.
Damn, Rodney. I'm going to make Rodney the president of the anti-LeBron club.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, and you know what it is? It goes back to the Michael Jordan thing, which I understand. We all wanted to be like Mike, and traditionally in sports, when somebody comes along that's better than your favorite, like you kind of hate the guy. In baseball, everybody, the masses love Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
And when Hank Aaron broke the record,
Mm-hmm.
the home run record, they hated him. And he got and that had some racial overtones to it. Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Let's don't forget that.
Yeah, we're not going to forget that. It had some racial overtones, but they still hated that somebody came along that was better than their guy.
Mm-hmm.
But you haven't proved to me yet that LeBron better than Michael Jordan.
Let's don't go there.
Let's don't, because that's like a conversation as Michael Jordan, the great Michael Jordan.
Eventually, we were.
He looks at. He said, "Don't compare them. Just accept the greatness as it is in front of you." But I'm still gonna be stuck on MJ. Stuck there. I done parked my car there. Parked big where I am.
Jenny, Jeff, I'm going to call out the pink elephant in the room in South Florida. This is the elephant in the room. Rodney, everybody don't want to say it. I'm going to call it out. They've watched what he's done for 10 years since he's left the Heat.
Yep.
If he was with the Heat, he would be beloved. Beloved. I know.
Not me.
We're talking about D. Wade has a statue there. But if LeBron was still with the Heat, there would be a second statue going up there, and it would already be up there. And the Heat fans would not be hating him.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. But now, I will say this. When he was on my team, you got to be about your players. He's not on my team anymore. but that's not why I'm hating him. Even when he was here.
So you admit it?
Even when he was here, I said be about my players, but you didn't let me finish. Even when he was here, there was not this big old heart on my shirt. I love LeBron. There was not. I was glad he was on my team. And if somebody was trying to come for him, then I got to have his back because he's my team. He's my player. He's on my team. But I never was just all in with the love like that for LeBron James.
Yeah, I get it.
Nothing.
You must be kidding.
Nothing. I can't put my finger on it. I just never felt him. Even when I was in the locker room doing the interviews with him, it just the warmness, the warm and the fuzzies never got them. Mm-hmm. Great player. You can't take away what he's accomplished, what he's still accomplishing. Can't take that away from him. He's earned it. He's still earning it. All I'm saying is I never was warm like that for LeBron.
What the fuck?
That's all I'm
defend him because he was on my team when he was cramping. I had to go on I
don't know what to tell you, bro. Like they just hate you, bro. I just hate him, man. Just admit
I don't hate him. I don't hate. Hate is a very strong word. I don't even I dislike how he left. I don't dislike LeBron. I'm just saying I never had the warm fuzzies. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, Jeff, how about when you break up with somebody, regardless of the reasons you break up, every time you see them, they look good.
You know what? That's true. That's true.
They looking good, taking care of them, got a good job.
With that. You didn't have to go there, though, Fitz, okay?
I did see a picture this weekend of my ex-wife in the Bahamas, and I was like, dang, I left. Wow, that's a different story, but damn, she's good.
But not all of them. I might have a couple that I was like.
No, I'm just talking about this case here, Jenny. He looked good, and he got a lot of. He looked good.
You know what's funny? Pat Riley said that he doesn't have anything against LeBron, and he admitted that he was hurt when LeBron left. And he admitted also that when LeBron left, Pat Riley said he saw championships going out the window with him.
Yeah.
And the Miami Heat have not won a single championship.
They've been close.
They came close a couple of times. At least they got to the finals. I won't say close, but yeah, it's as close as you can get. At least get to the finals. Thanks to Jimmy.
Magic City. Heat fans don't hate LeBron. We're somewhat indifferent.
That's Magic City. Always with the comments.
Indifferent.
Always.
You believe that?
Yeah, kind of, sort. Yeah.
There are some.
I don't hate him, but I subscribe to the philosophy that I don't hate anybody. Lord said I can't go to heaven if I got hate in my heart, so I'm not hating. I'm just saying I don't feel that. I was rooting for him because he was on my team, no longer on my team, not rooting for him. I see what he's doing, great things, big things still, and all I can do is applaud because he's doing it. So if I want to say something, he would shut me up with his play if I wanted to say something, but I'm not saying nothing. Magic City,
He's
indifferent.
He's bad.
Jeff, if I may speak as an ex-athlete, Miami Hurricane, I've watched some guys over the years who were going to be Miami Hurricanes and say some of them decommitted, and then they went other places. I'll name you one guy, Patrick Peterson. I watched him go to LSU, and every time I saw him play, I was like, man.
He was
and then watch him play 10, 11 years in NFL, all pro. We're like, God, sorry. Same thing with Teddy. With Teddy Bridgewater. I watched him at LSU at Louisville and was like, oh man. Jenny, it hurts. And you don't find yourself, you don't want to get hurt, but don't throw so many touchdown passes.
that is gonna sneak into.
So Magic City says indifferent. Nah, man, you're not indifferent.
If we playing him, I gotta go with my team. I probably root extra hard for my team, but like I said, I don't root for him not to have a good game. He's playing somebody other than us.
Yeah, Shamar Stewart too. Yeah, Alex Collins. Yeah, Magic City. Yeah, they hurt. Watching just guys that were Fort Lauderdale, Miami. They're in the 305. They're in the 5. They're in the area code. Then you see them go other places and just become superstars. And Dalvin Cook at Florida State. Oh my God, just a Miami killer. We watched, and now his little brother is doing it at Buffalo. And I'm like, they're right down the street from University of Miami. And don't wish no ill will, but you're just like, you're hurt knowing that he could have been ours. That's all I'm saying, Jenny.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, you can say the same thing. Maybe like Vic Fangio went over to the Eagles. Mm-hmm. We had him. You know what I'm saying? We had him. I'm happy for him, though. We weren't ready. We weren't ready for him in his style of coaching. And we let him go. And then he went over there and had the kick butt defensive game that I think I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. Super Bowl wise. I mean, just period. That, I watched a lot of football and that game was just lights out.
Well,
lights out. But like I said, and he left. I was happy for him, I was happy for him.
For all the anti-LeBron fans out there, I will tell you this. This will be you when the season is over at the end of the season. LeBron is going to make you cry. Like this. And why do I say that? Because the LA Lakers will win the NBA championship this year.
You're reaching.
And LeBron's going to get another ring, and then you're going to hate him even more.
You're reaching.
I'm not reaching.
Yeah, I think you're reaching.
Yeah. Hey, Jenny, the Dallas fans, they're watching Luka in that purple and gold. Oh, man, it's killing them.
Yep.
But of course, they weren't ready for him to go. Management sent him packing. So of course, they're going to be in their feelings. They're like, this is our favorite player. This is our superstar. And management just, for whatever reason, don't know. We don't really exactly know, but we're hearing that it's because of the, $350 million or something or whatever they were going to have to pay him. That's what we're hearing. And that, maybe he wasn't all in with his, with his game prep, keeping his body in shape and different things like that. But the fans weren't, he didn't even know he was going. He didn't want to go.
Who didn't want to go? Luka?
Luka. You get there. He wasn't trying to leave Dallas. He had said he wanted to play his career there.
I mean, he just bought a $12 million home. But they
didn't have a choice. They sent him over there.
Yeah, and we're happy as Laker fans. Very happy.
Hey, Jeff, since you're the host of the show, could you please tell Rodney in Magic City not to attack me with that kid from Ohio State? I don't want to call his name, but it's just too fresh. So would you please do that for me?
Who is it? Rodney and who?
Rodney in Magic City. Talking about that young man from Ohio State.
Jeremiah Smith.
LeBron, can you please tell them to leave me alone and no more names?
Don't rub it in on Fitz, man. Please. Stop, you guys. Stop. Stop. I mean, for real, though. Like, take it easy. There used to be a fence around Dade County, right?
Magic City, I always am for Magic City.
Yeah, Magic City, bro. They said Jeremiah. Don't say that name.
My guy.
Yeah.
My guy.
Please.
Pump the brakes just a little bit.
I bet you even if Jeremiah Smith had went to you.
No, don't say the name. Don't say the name.
Even if he had went to UM, we still probably wouldn't have won. You know.
Can you imagine him with Cam Ward this year?
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
And I'm going to treat that young man at Ohio State like they do in the Harry Potter. He whose name will not be spoken.
Okay.
Mario would have found a way to mess that up. Mario would have found a way to mess it up. He does it all the time.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
I don't want to switch gears, but I do want to switch gears. Did we get to take a look at it's Black History Month, right? And Fitz have been gracing us with his nice collection of jerseys. So Fitz, show us and tell us who you got today.
Yeah, in honor of Black History Month, I have a collection of jerseys from the Negro Leagues that stopped when Jackie Robinson crossed over 47. But there are a lot of great Negro League teams at that time. I'm wearing one of the great teams out of Pittsburgh, Homestead Grays. And this is Josh Gibson's number 20, the greatest home run hitter ever. They say Babe Ruth, but Josh Gibson was the man.
Yeah.
So this is just one of the jerseys picked up. Got this. Just paying homage to the players who laid the foundation for the young men today.
Yeah.
Homestead.
Give me some applause over there, Jeff Fox.
I'm wondering, did they credit the Negro League stats now?
Yes.
Yeah, they crossed them over.
Yeah, they just crossed them over. And not only they brought over one of now who would probably be the greatest pitcher was
Satchel Paige, right?
Leroy Satchel Paige.
Yeah.
Kudos. Jenny, just on this little nugget for the crowd. He was a MLB All-Star when he was 46 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. He was 46.
That's LeBron like. That's LeBron like.
There you go.
Yeah.
You got to cycle it back around.
Yeah. He was a Kansas City Monarch. He was there for years, and he went to the Indians, and he was well in his late 30s, early 40s when he went to the MLB when they did but he was a Major League All-Star. And when he was 46, 47 years old, he was still throwing.
Wow.
Satchel Paige. Heat.
By the way, good morning to Wayne Anthony Thompson over there in the Bahamas, notorious Eagles fan. Thank you, Eagles. Thank you. Thank you for beating the Chiefs like they stole something. And the refs. And there was nothing they could do about it.
Nothing.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen, but the Eagles stars have been making the rounds. Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley, late night with Jimmy Fallon. They've been doing it all, man. And they deserve it. That was hilarious. Did you see it?
I seen it. Are you fit to play it?
I don't have the clip. I would have downloaded it, but except I had too much to drink at the club last night. Didn't quite get to it.
What is it? I was watching Harlem Nights, and I said this before, how you get somebody all ready for something and then you ain't got it.
No, I'm just saying I saw the segment when Jimmy Fallon was doing the Kendrick Lamar dance.
Yeah.
And now those jeans are trending.
The bell bottoms, yeah. They're
cool. Trending. That's amazing. The power of that type of marketing. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he intended it, but they're making now on social media. They're making cool videos with everybody doing the Kendrick Lamar performance. Have you seen those?
In the kitchen, cooking. Yeah. This is how I'm coming in the kitchen. This is how I'm cooking, or this is how I'm taking out the trash, and But yeah.
Tells you how. Yeah, that video had a lot of. It broke through, didn't it? When they start doing that kind of stuff, that lets you know it hit home.
Yeah.
Hit a home run. Kendrick Lamar hit a home run.
Hey guys, on this day in 1963, Jenny's favorite basketball player, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, widely regarded as the greatest of all time, was born in Brooklyn, New York, on this date in 1963. Just putting it out there. Happy birthday, Michael Jordan.
MJ.
Happy birthday, MJ.
If I can be like Mike.
I wanna be like Mike.
Yep. Definitely never seen nothing like him. At least on the NBA level.
And he's coming up with a running shoe now. I mean, like you're getting into the casual side, so more money.
Yeah. He's made out of money, man, for real. Yeah. We're gonna hit a quick break, guys. Come back and wrap up this nugget of a show right after this. For the best in your auto transport needs, check out Express Auto Recovery in Miami and Fort Lauderdale. Why choose us? We provide nationwide coverage, fast and reliable service, competitive pricing, transport to any freight forwarder or dock of your choice, auction house experience, and we provide excellent customer service. Express Auto Recovery. Call them today, 786-858-0369. That's 786-858-0369. They provide towing services, accident towing, roadside services, tire change, transporting, towing, and they buy junk cars. Cheap prices, licensed and insured, fast and reliable services. Express Auto Recovery. Call them today, 786-858-0369. That's EAR, Express Auto Recovery. Tell them you heard it first on the Jeff Fox Show.
We love the moments, the memories, the magic, the game. So let's get more. More action. More celebration. More unforgettable. More football. More of what you love.
It's coming, baby. The UFL. Are you ready for it?
Not the USFL or the UF. Did they change? They dropped the S?
They merged. The XFL and the USFL merged, and now it's the UFL. Yeah. So we won't have to do without football for too long. And I'm watching, man. I'm watching. Like I watched the last couple of years. There are stars in those leagues. Fitz, you played football. So everybody ain't gonna make it to the NFL.
Whoa.
Sometimes other guys' journeys are a little, not as direct straight to the NFL. Sometimes you gotta try and try and try. I'm just glad that they have this league to give guys that are close an opportunity to stay sharp and get the calls up, like the G League,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it too, Jeff and Jenny too. I hope the young men, I mentioned earlier, I gave you guys some stats about how your career would be in NFL, going to school. I hope they use NIL, especially at my school. They stay to the senior year, make sure they're really draft eligible. So before they make that hop, Jeff, like you're saying, man, at least there's a UFL to fall back on. But it's tough to make it to that next level. So I'm hoping Miami guys will take advantage of the NIL, stay, get their degree, then go pursue their dream, man, because it's hard being 31 years old and people telling you over the hill.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, for real.
And
that's even when you're in it and people are still trying to say, you're over the hill and you got more in the tank.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you guys, going into the second half of the NBA, who do you see as the team that's going to emerge out of the East and the West? And you don't have to predict a champion, but who do you see coming out of each conference?
Go ahead, Jerry, you go first.
I'll let you go first because I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Okay.
Yet. I'm not ready yet.
I'm ready to answer that question, Jeff. I think it's just like it is right now. You're going to see Cleveland, Boston. Yeah, Cleveland, Boston are going to battle it out. Possibly the Knicks could sneak in there because Jalen Brunson is playing just like all-star level. He's playing like first-team All-NBA level. Then you go to the West. I think it's going to come down between OKC and Denver.
Yeah.
Like LA, but LeBron's my man. But Joker, boy, they're rounding into form right now. Denver's rounding into form. And Joker, there's just nobody on the West that can stop him. And maybe the big kid helps him at Oklahoma City. Those are the 4 teams I see. I think one of those 4 is going to win it.
But we've seen Denver, and we thought when they won, what was it, a couple of years ago, that, what's his name? He just stands there and he could just throw it in the basket, and he could shoot from 3. And we thought they were unstoppable. But, they weren't. They won one, and then let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. And I want to get let's come out of the All-Star break and still see who is still standing at the top. See who's still standing at the top. And definitely, I agree with you. Cleveland, OKC, we see we definitely gonna see what the Lakers can do with their new little toy, their big toy.
Y'all can hate. Y'all can hate.
I will throw this nugget out there, Jimmy.
We just ain't ready to crown them yet.
You could. I would not ever rule out a Boston versus LA. Again, I said those teams I picked, but the commissioner could be at work. It could be a Boston LA thing. But I think Denver and OKC and Cleveland and Boston right now, they're the 4 best teams, I think.
That would be a ratings bonanza for the NBA. Dollars of the yin yang if you get Lakers and Celtics.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. I know I said the Lakers are going to win it, but damn it. If we got to see Denver and the Joker, I don't know. And we don't have a center right now. And the Joker, he scores 40, grabs 20 boards, and gives out 10 assists a game. Like,
it's just
every game.
I don't understand
like the Statue of Liberty at the goal.
Every game.
You know what was really frustrating? The NBA Finals when we played the Nuggets, the Miami Heat, and being there and just watching him, as Jenny said, just stand in the paint and just throw stuff up, and everything went in. I was surprised when he missed shots.
Here's the basket, and here was him.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to miss.
I don't know how he does it. I don't know. He looks like a butcher, like I said.
He's just.
He looks like he works at the meat store.
He's good though, man. You're right. He like a guy.
He might be the best player in the NBA. How crazy is that?
Jenny Jeff is crazy. Go see Joker. I'll take 2 prime rib and a couple of rib.
He's cut up. He looks like the guy that works at the meat store. He does not look like an NBA All-Star. That's not.
Well, he's a bad man. He's a bad man.
He is. He could be the best. I mean, he could win a 3rd straight MVP.
This is one of his. I think this is his best year. This is better than his MVP year a couple of years ago with the numbers he's putting up. Then he have isn't he doing like 30 and 10 or close to that? 30 and 12, some crazy numbers. Dude, he's good, man. He's freakish. He's freakish.
Magic City says OKC and Boston look to be on a collision course. That would be an entertaining finals.
Magic City, he's been on point. Long as you don't name that guy from Ohio State, me and Magic City got no problem.
Get over it, Fitz.
Oh my.
No problem. I'm with you, Magic City. Just leave that Ohio State stuff out.
Magic City said Joker looks like a retired high school basketball coach. He looks like everything other than an NBA All-Star, right?
Yeah.
But Jay Fox, we would take him on the Heat yesterday.
Yes, we would.
And his stat lines are ridiculous. I
we
haven't seen
would.
anything like it. I don't know how that happens. Really don't.
Jenny, I go drive and pick him up, bring him back. I pick him up, make sure the plane didn't miss a flight. Hey, I got the Joker. Hop in here. We'll drive back to South Florida.
I'll be right there with my pom-poms cheering. Yes. And then when I won't be.
I think, guys, I'm gonna have to agree with Magic City here. I think Boston's going back. The Knicks look great. I would love it if the Knicks make it to the NBA Finals. But every time they play Boston, Boston reminds them.
Not yet.
You're like, not yet. And Karl Anthony Towns, he might be the best pickup outside of Luka in the NBA this year.
Really good pickup. I thought he did not fit. Yeah, I thought he should have. I thought Minnesota needed to trade him, but I said they need to get Trae Young from your team, Atlanta. I said Trae Young on Minnesota would look good, but they just gave New York Big Cat, and they got nothing back. Nothing back.
Yeah. I don't know what the front office was thinking.
It might be worse than the LA trade with Dallas, because Dallas is still trying to sell that one to the fans.
Yeah.
They're not having it. They are not having it.
They're not having it.
With all respect to
pee on my leg and tell me it's raining.
Yeah.
They're not trying to hear it. No.
Yeah, they still mad in Dallas.
They mad.
Oh, they're gonna be out for a while. They're gonna be out for a while. And let the Lakers get into the playoffs. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jenny, when you watch
the finals
yeah, the ex-players, they speak out on it. Like you'll see them on doing little snippets all around. They said they were shocked that Dallas traded. They thought Luka was an untradeable. They said there's a few guys, you just don't trade, untradeable. The players think Luka's untradeable.
Holy shit. Magic City says Miami would get swept by Boston. They would lose 4-1 to Cleveland, 4-2 to the Knicks. Everyone else he thinks they can beat.
on one today.
Damn.
Bruh, like, no, they not gonna beat nobody, man. They might be lucky.
Magic City thinks they can beat Milwaukee?
Yeah. No.
Indiana?
No way.
I don't think they can beat Atlanta.
I don't think so either.
Right.
I don't think they can beat Orlando either.
Right now,
I don't know series. Not right now.
Our identity. We're still trying to figure out our identity. We are very inconsistent. Hot 1 minute, cold the next.
We're trending right now for the play-in tournament, Jenny. We look at Miami, our Heat. We're trending to get in the play-in, and we might get knocked out in the play-in tournament. Say if we're 9, you know how they have the 9-10 game, the 7-8, and if we're 9-10 and we lose that first game, we're done.
Yeah.
It's over.
He didn't go nowhere. Not this year. Maybe when they get Kevin Durant next year.
Because
allegedly, that's the word on the street.
That can happen. That can happen.
Be all in, yeah.
That can happen.
Kevin Durant is 36, guys. He's seen his best days.
Yes,
like, the LeBrons and the Stephs of the world, they're different. KD still can drop 30 on any given night, though.
See,
it's greatness.
The difference between Steph, LeBron, and KD is LeBron has somebody that's better than him.
Yeah.
And I can't say that for KD and Steph. They need somebody better than them. They need to be second guy.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. They're getting ready for the second half of the NBA season. We'll all be here for it. And I'm going to hope my Lakers can get some kind of, chemistry, and the big three of Luka, LeBron, and Slim Shady, Austin Reeves, can take him back to the chip.
Man, Jenny's head will explode, boy. probably.
I'm calling Jeff Fox to Slim Shady because one minute he got the Lakers winning it all, and then the next minute he ain't
I'm
confident.
sticking with it. I'm just not confident. That's all. But I'm sticking with the Lakers.
That's an oxymoron. Come on.
I'm sticking with them. Just like I put my Raiders to make the playoffs every year, and we don't win shit.
Well, that's like a pipe dream.
The Raiders.
That's a pipe dream.
The greatness that is the Raiders. Man, Jeff be holding on, Jenny. Jeff be holding on to stuff.
Just by a thread, man.
Be holding on.
And since we back on football, which I don't know what you guys, all of you talked about. Hopefully it was just more juju before I got on. But did you see the article that Jonathan Martin came out and said that he didn't believe he was bullied by Richie Incognito? Did you see that?
Damn, I forgot about that story.
I was like, oh my goodness. Sometimes some stuff is better just left unsaid. We are so far removed from that, and there was no good reason why. There was no good reason for you to come out and say that. Maybe you could have said it to Richie on the side or something. You know what? Hey man, I'm sorry. I upended your career with this bullying, accusation. And granted, he did say some foul stuff. I'm sorry. You can be my friend, but there's a line to what you can say, and we gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? But for real,
I gotta find that nugget, Jenny, because I remember when that went down. I don't remember that the young man they traded. He didn't really fight it, did he?
Yeah. Now he's saying was his parents, his mom, was really going all in and wanted to protect him and make sure he got his money. But I will always stand on, you don't have to step on somebody else so that you can rise, or or stay your status quo. That was all.
Okay. Wow. Keep an eye on that one over the next several weeks. That's gonna pop up.
Richie already said that he was just weak and he was not meant for the NFL. So yeah. He probably you can keep your empty admissions, your empty apologies, and all of that.
Incognito, was it right? Richie Incognito, I think that was his name.
Yeah.
I think didn't he get in trouble in Cincinnati? They moved him, and then I thought he had some problems with the Bengals. I think he went to the Bengals, and I thought I heard something happen there with him. Yeah. Did he go to the Raiders?
Yep. He was a great Raider. I like Richie. I liked him. He was a tough guy. Really was. Magic City says Jonathan Martin was soft.
Magic City soft as Charmin. Magic City throwing blows today, boy.
I told y'all Magic City is on one today.
Soft as Charmin.
He beat me up. Magic City beat me up, beating up Jonathan Martin, beating up LeBron. Magic City.
Oh, shit. Jonathan Martin. Yeah, I forgot about them. And he's like, he's about as hardcore as Carlton Banks. Carlton Smith. Yeah. Jonathan Martin, man. They're out of the news, bro. Just keep that to yourself. I agree.
Really? What did you get from that? What did you get from that? I don't know. I don't understand what the benefit of you coming out at this point, 12 years later, right? I think it's about 2013. So
I remember there was a story. It's a long time ago, before COVID, right? Way before. For real.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he was bored. Who knows? Who knows?
Jeff, there's something to what you just said. A lot of those guys fall out of the limelight, Jenny, Jeff. No one's the accolades anymore. No one patting them on the back. They come up with something, try to stay relevant. You're right. What is this? Yeah.
That's not it. I'm sorry if that was what he was trying to do, but that's not it.
Okay.
But was he really, he wasn't really like star anyway. So, you know, so what little bit of limelight he had, it kind of, what little bit, it moved on when he moved on, you know, so yeah. Talking about it now because I couldn't believe that he came out and said that. That's the only reason I'm talking about it now is because I could not believe that he said that. Because like I said, what's the purpose? What's the
If I could flip script for 1 second, I saw Captain America yesterday.
You just saw that? Yeah, I think I want to see that.
My wife and I went to see it, but this is for all our South Florida, especially Miami Hurricanes. There's a nice scene in there where University of Miami gets repped in the Marvel movie.
Really?
Yes, the U is out in front. We back, baby.
You serious? In the
Yes, in the Captain America movie.
Gonna have to go see it now.
Gotta go see it. The U gets repped. I don't want to mess it up for people who want to watch the movie because I don't like what I'm telling. But the University of Miami is significantly shown for what out there. We're repped in that movie. Gotta see it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And we about to get up out of here, man. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching the show. Thanks for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the Jeff Fox Show Live. And in honor of Black History Month, I will honor my friend John Reed, who is being honored by the city of Tamarack, Florida. And he is one of the more humble brothers I know. Congrats, John Reed, on your honor from the city of Tamarack. And we'll take out the show today by watching some of the John runs a food truck now in Tamarack. And I encourage everybody to go check it out. All right, he has a food truck now. And Jenny, we're going to head up there one day. And Fish, when you get here, I'll take you guys up there. Best ribs in town. Best. Hands down.
I'm doing my dirty. I'm doing my dirty.
But I want to salute the brother, man, because he's just so humble. And he's done some of everything. He's been a producer on the Dan Le Batard Show. Worked for many years at BET. Worked with me as my producer on the radio. Just an all-around great guy. And it's good to see him being honored by the city of Tamarack. Congrats to John Reed. And with that being said, we'll holler at everybody later. All right? Peace.
Reporter makes $50,000 a year. Like, media's in trouble. It's been eaten up by Wall Street. And we've got a media company. And we've got people outside our doors who work for us who want at the microphones and want at the opportunities. And one of them is John Reed, who got a taste last week of the applause from our audience. John Reed was a hero last week.
Hopefully we bringing that funk back like we always did from the first album, you know what I'm saying? Tell them play Listen Cadillac funky music, you feel me? And then ATL, you know what I'm saying? It was on some extraterrestrial type funk.
I mean, it's just a bad day for him. Anyway, read about it on our website, southflorida.com/live. Bad day for Roger Clemens. I'm sad about it.
Fall from grace, man. Fall from grace.
Appreciate your time, my man. Tear it down, man.
Johnny in the building. Keep doing bigger things.
Right,
and I can't wait till somebody else paying more so he can leave y'all too.
I'm out of here. Peace. You know what? And they pay me here at BET now, man. We're good to go, man. Congratulations. Congratulations to you, my brother. I'm serious. Take care, man.
All right, man. I'm going to come out BET, baby. Every time I see your job continues to get higher.
Really, that was just the LA representative with the flag. You know, I had a blue one too.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, you flipped it up.
Flipped it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, represent the culture.
What's the deal with you and
Ain't time yet.
All right. NBA champion Dwayne Wade. What's up, brother?
Man, you got one of those voices, man. That's awesome.
I wish I could get paid for that, man.
Oh, baby. You playing the game right now?
Congratulations on your Sportsman of the Year award. You joined the ranks of Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan. How'd you feel when you got the news?
I was shocked. I was very shocked. I didn't think that I was going to be I didn't even know I was nominated or even in the running for it. So, it's very humbling.
They don't give anybody a microphone around here.
That's right. You're right, man.
What's your name, dog?
John Reed, brother.
John Reed?
John Reed.
John Reed, much success to you, and I will see you at the top because you got what it takes, baby.
All right.
Stay on it like you want.
Heard it from Snoop.
Yes, sir.
Peace. Greatest of all time, Irvin Magic Johnson. How you doing, sir?
Everything is good.
You know, it's such a pleasure. I grew up watching you. One of my childhood heroes.
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz. Yeah. You know what, man? I wake up in the middle of the night.
The Jeff Fox Show, brought to you by Remix Sports Media.